What is good, guys? It's Refs Kicks back at it again with another video. Today I'm gonna be reviewing not shoes but something different. I'm gonna be reviewing a gym tote bag from Jordan brand. So let's get into it. So for the first part of the video, I'll be going over the color and going over the straps of the bag. Then I'll be going over the compartments, which at that point, I will be switching over to the front facing camera, only showing the bag. So let's get into it. So first off, I got this Jordan gym tote bag. It's 81 liters. It's the biggest size that they got on Nike.com. You could still get this right now. I got this for $40. Originally, it was $55. I cut it on sale. Most of the time, some of the time, they'll have this on sale. So if you guys want, go over to Nike.com, check this out. It's pretty easy to find this bag. And for context, I needed this bag for after work. I like to change out of my uniform and put my shoes away, slip on the Jordan slides for the drive home. I'm sure some of you know how that is, but let's get into it. So you got this all black bag. They come in multiple colors, red, blue, white, but I chose this because it reminds me of the Air Jordan boxes that the shoes come in. And this is a mostly black bag. It has Air Jordan written across it with the red Jumpman. On the side, you got written is Air right there. That's screen printed on. It's not sewn in, which I wish it was sewn in, but whatever. And then you got the red Jumpman printed on there on the other side. And for the colors and graphics, that's about it. So like I said, we're gonna switch to the front facing camera, just be showing the bag. Let's get into it. So we'll start it off in the front, work our way around to the inside. This is the front of the bag, as I showed earlier. Has the Air Jordan written across with the red Jumpman. First, we'll go into the front facing pocket. Now this front facing pocket is a pretty big pocket, not very wide, but diagonally it has a lot of space and it has compartments in it. I don't know if you could see right here, you could stick pens. In fact, I'll go in there with the flashlight right now to show. But you have, to give you an idea, you have a pretty good amount of space starting where this zipper is all the way to that zipper. So you have all of this, and you could definitely put a good amount of socks and underwear in there. But let me turn on the flashlight, take the camera off the tripod, and then we'll go inside that. So as you see, we'll start off right here on the left. There's some pockets right here. You could put some pens, pencils, stuff you need, your AirPod cases. There's in fact 3. There's one up here that's pretty tall, one down here that's medium size, and then another one down here that is perfect for AirPods. Next, you got this zippered pouch right here that could hold a couple things. If you're traveling, you could definitely put your passport up in there. And here is an inside shot of this large front pocket. But let's get back to the tripod. Next, we move to the side. On this side, there is no pocket. It's just the Jumpman printed on there in red. You'll have to excuse me for how the bag looks. I puffed it up and tried to keep it up, but it just keeps on wanting to collapse on itself. But you guys get the idea. You got the red Jumpman right there. Nothing much else. Next, we move to the back. This bag comes with 2 straps, and you could put these together so they could be carried much easier, and you got a lot better resistance right there to hold the bag up. You got this shoulder strap that has the Jumpman in red. It has Air Jordan embossed in it into the material, so this will be useful when taking the bag out, traveling with it, just putting it over your shoulder, making it easier to move. I feel like they could have added just like another pocket back here. That would have been perfect, but not a huge deal. Now for the part of the bag. The main reason I bought this bag is the shoe garage. I had an old tote bag to take to work to put my shoes in, but sadly the zipper broke. So as you can see right here, you got a vent for when you put your shoes in, just in case you got sweaty. You could put them in there and somewhat air them out. Right under that vent, you got the word air written in white. It's printed on, not stitched on. Again, I wish they stitched it on, but I guess that would have brought the price of the bag higher. So it's all good. So, how big is the compartment and how well do they fit shoes? Well, I've already put the shoes that I take to work in there and they fit perfectly. I got my Nike ACGs up in here, the weather resistant boot, and I saw this was getting a lot of views on my channel. In fact, it's the most viewed video on my channel. So if you want a live test of the Nike ACG boot from 2023, let me know and I will give a live test video on those, show you how these have worn in, because these are pretty dang worn in and beat. I feel like they got another year. But not to get off track from the review of the tote bag, this fits the boots nicely and perfectly, and it has a Velcro. I don't know if you could see that, but right here it has a Velcro strap that'll attach to the top to bring the compartment and compartmentalize it in the bag. But it's done its job. It's gonna fit both the boots perfectly, and yeah, I'll be able to transport them easily, not like when the bag was broken. It kept on spilling my shoes out. But let's move on to the inside of the bag, show you what it looks like, or give you an idea of how much it could hold while it has the shoes in there. So this is the view of what it looks like when the shoes are in the shoe garage. The shoe garage is right here, and you still got all this space to put clothes in or whatever you would like in there. It is a good amount of space. I'm going to put in some shoe boxes just to give you an idea of how much this bag could hold. It has the shoes right there in the shoe garage compartment, and I could still fit a size 10.5 Nike Air Force One low box in here. For sure, another one could fit easily, and you still got the front compartment. So that kind of gives you guys an idea of how much this bag could actually hold. So that concludes the review of this Jordan duffel bag. If you want to grab this off Nike.com or any other Jordan brand retailer, you could type in Jordan duffel bag or Jordan Velocity duffel bag. Different stores call it different things, but on the Nike.com, just type in, or the Nike app, just type in Jordan Velocity or Jordan duffel bag. Either one will bring this up. They got a bunch of different sizes. This is 81 liters. They got a 62 liter and they got a 41 liter. And then I think they got like a 24 liter and stuff. But this is the bag across the chest. It does take up a little more than the full length of my body. This will definitely take 2 seats up in a car. If you're gonna take this with you in a car, it's gonna take up a good amount of seats, so just be mindful of that. And vice versa, it's gonna take up a good amount of trunk space, but it'll be worth it because of how much you could carry with you. I think it's a great bag, good bag. I'd give it a good 10 out of 10. It does what it's supposed to do, carries a lot, and yeah, that concludes the review. Signing out, Rav's Kicks. Like, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Peace.